Hi guys, welcome to my channel Among Stouts. If you're new here, my name is Samantha and I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of 4 kiddos. We are going to be going into our second year of homeschooling, and so in today's video I'm going to share with you the curriculum picks for my 6, almost 7-year-old who is going to be in the 2nd grade in the 2021-2022 school year. Before we get started with all of the curriculum picks, if you guys have been here at my channel for the year that I've been on here now, it's been almost a full year. I started my channel off with curriculum picks videos, and so here we are now again doing our curriculum picks. But the biggest change that you're going to see in these videos is that we did not purchase kits from Timberdoodle this year. And that is simply because everything that was in our kits that we got last year, we tried, we liked some of it, we didn't enjoy some of it. And so when I went back and looked at all of the kits again this year, buying a full kit for each one of my kiddos just didn't make sense. So this year we have just decided to go ahead and piece together all of our curriculum, knowing now going into it that we are doing classical conversations, which at this point last year we didn't know that we were going to be doing CC. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this curriculum picks video. So I'm going to start off with language arts because we are doing something a little bit different this year for language arts. And so my daughter did masterbooks level K, and she did masterbooks level 1, but in between those I needed a bridge, so I had purchased her last year The Good and the Beautiful level K, and she got halfway through that book before it got too hard, and so then that's when we did masterbooks level 1. And then for this school year she just finished out the second half of The Good and the Beautiful level K. And so for her 2nd grade year we are going to be doing the Good and the Beautiful level 1. And so this is the course book, and what I really love about it is it has all of these things included. And last year I had curriculum for every single one of these subjects, so I really love the fact that everything is combined in this one. You will see I do have some components that I'm adding in addition to it, because those are just some areas where she still needs a little bit extra help in that, and so I'm going to be adding those in. But The Good and the Beautiful level 1 has phonics, reading, spelling, writing, literature, grammar and punctuation, art appreciation. And as someone who has used masterbooks and has also used just a little bit of The Good and Beautiful, but I've seen a lot of it online, one of the biggest differences that I have noticed that kind of made sense for us to make the switch for my girls is that The Good and the Beautiful includes sentence diagramming, which masterbooks does not. And since we are a classical conversations family, my kiddos are going through essentials, and my oldest did essentials last year. I'll have 2 in essentials this year. And so because of the experience that my son and I got in essentials, I know that sentence diagramming is important, and so I wanted them to be able to start having a foundation of that, and that is going to be given to them in The Good and the Beautiful versus masterbooks. So I have the course book here, and then I have the phonics cards and the level 1 reader. I may not use these phonics cards. I'll have to see how it goes. But I'm not sure how much of their phonics we're going to get into. And that is because we are going to continue on with All About Reading level 2. And so we only got through lesson 10, and that's just because we didn't start it until January 2021, and not rather than at the beginning of the school year. And each lesson took us either a week or a little over a week to get through, just because that's how it worked out for us. Reading isn't her strongest subject, and so we only did 30 minutes a day and we cut it off, so that pushed out our lessons to last a lot longer. So I'm hoping that we can get through the rest of this book next year, and then depending on how things are going with The Good and the Beautiful, I don't know that we will continue with this. It might be something that we do continue on with and end up purchasing level 3. We haven't got there yet, so I'm not sure, but this she will be doing along with The Good and the Beautiful. So the other thing that I have for her language arts, and this is just simply because I had purchased this ahead of time thinking that I was going to stick to this curriculum all the way through for all of my kiddos, and I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it rather than pass it on or do something with it right now. because if the Good and the Beautiful doesn't work out for my daughter, then I know that I can always switch back to Masterbooks. So I do have the Language Lessons for Living Education Level 2 for her ready. It'll be sitting on the bookshelf just in case, but this is something that I wanted to show you guys I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys, let you know that we do have this. It is on the back burner and it's going to be on the bookshelf just in case the Good and the Beautiful doesn't work. I did already purchase it, so with the intention of using it, but I noticed that we need to make a shift, and that's what we're going to do. But if it doesn't work out, then we know that we can go back to this. So next for her, we are going to be adding in the Evan Moore Building Spelling Skills Grade 2. I saw this on Pennies and Salt, Megan's channel. And so as soon as I saw it on her channel and I saw her talk all about it, and then she ended up doing a flip through video of it, I knew that this is going to be a much better spelling curriculum for my daughter. We were doing all about spelling and that just isn't working for us. I'm sure it's a great program for the families that it works with, but I think the approach in just a regular traditional spelling that we are probably all used to is going to be more beneficial for my second grader, and so this is what she is going to be using. The next thing that I got her, and I got her this just to kind of, again, reading isn't her best subject. It's one that we're always progressing in, and so just to give her a little bit more help, I got her Explode the Code. And I have just this one right now just to see how it goes. This is the 2.5. If she ends up enjoying it and we get through it, this is a small book, so if she likes it, I'm sure she'll get through it quickly. But I got just the one to try out for now. And again, if she likes it, we'll go ahead and purchase more and keep this as a activity that she can do independently while I'm working with her other kiddo, while I'm working with my other kids, or even putting my toddler down for nap. Okay, so for math with her, we have tried 2 different math programs. So far, we tried Masterbooks Math Lessons for Living Education, and we've tried mathusee. We didn't fully enjoy the approach. The lessons through story, she almost never wanted me to read the story that was in there, but that was the lesson, and so we ended up switching to mathusee, and that has been working really well for her. So next year she will be doing mathusee beta, and she saw this and she was already really excited to have her math for next year. I am really interested in the new math from the Good and the Beautiful that's coming out. I think it's like Simply Good and Beautiful Math. I am not really sure on the name. And it's going to be a much better price than mathusee. So I might get that for her and my other daughter just to give it a try when it's available and see how it works for them, because if it works and she enjoys it, it's going to be a much more cost-effective math curriculum to continue forward with. So we'll see. I am interested in that. So if you see us change at some point in the year, just know that it's because I'm interested in it, and I do plan to purchase it and just see how it goes. So the next thing that I got for her, and this is just based off of her interests and the things that she talks about and that she's interested in, and she really has been loving science, and so I got this early on. I've already done a flip through of it before here on my channel, so I will link that flip through in the description so that you guys can check out the inside of this book. But this is just something that her and I can do together maybe once or twice a week while the big kids are working on something else, and giving her, you know, like just following her interest. And so this is the Adventures in the Physical World Science from Masterbooks. She's really excited about this, and I'm excited to do it with her. So this will be a little bonus science for her. And so the next thing that I have for her, and this is just really funny because I wasn't planning on purchasing this since I switched them over to the Good and Beautiful, but all of my kids really wanted these books again. So it is the Skill Sharpeners Geography from Evan Moore. She's got the grade 2 this year. They really enjoy doing this, the activities and all the things that they learn. And honestly, I think that the geography in here, because it's so hands-on and it makes geography fun. I think this is what has made her more interested in science. And so I thought that was really cool how she's like been making these different connections between a lot of these earth science things and geography, and so she will enjoy that again. And then next we have her handwriting. She is moving on to level 3 handwriting with the Good and the Beautiful. And then we have not done a Bible curriculum up until this point, but I did purchase these and I'm really excited for my kiddos to do them. I like that they will have everything in one book, and it's something that they can have forever, and just look back on it whenever they're older to see like what they were thinking and how they felt, and really seeing God move in them whenever they were young. So this is the level 1 More Than Words Living Faith Bible curriculum. So I have this for each one of my kiddos to do. This isn't the only Bible that we're doing. I just wanted them to be able to have, like I said, something to look back on whenever they're older, and something to help them each make like their own independent connections and grow their relationship and things like that. And then last but not least, I showed this packet in my convention hall video from whenever I went to the Teach Them Diligently conference. And this is just the binder, like the busy binder packet from September & Co. And so I'm pretty sure I shared with y'all in that video all of the pages that are in this packet. But this is just something that anytime we're going somewhere or I need her to work on something, again, independently, that I can always send her to her busy binder and get extra practice. There's like handwriting practice, math practice, there's all kinds of things in this. So definitely check out that video. I will link it below and see what's in this packet. And then I will have the link to September & Co. linked in the description so you guys can go and check that out. So there you have it, guys. That is all of the curriculum that I have for my daughter who is going into the 2nd grade next year. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and keep a lookout because I also have a kiddo going into the 6th grade and a kiddo going into the 4th grade, and I also got some really cute tot preschool stuff for my little guy. So keep an eye out for all of the rest of the videos. If you guys enjoyed this curriculum picks video, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!